And we'd love to see you just get teased enough out of, like, Ryan Garcia's been doing a bit of back and forth with you. What do you make of that?
Oh, Ryan just being Ryan.
That's a massive fight.
It's okay. You know, like, me and Ryan on two different levels. You know, so it's nothing to either, you know, entertain, really.
Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford. Why Terence Crawford?
I don't think he's as good as people say he is. I mean, you could debate me on that. I think I'm a better fighter. Faster, stronger. I'm in my prime. He didn't look good his last fight. I can fight him at 154 if he wants it.
So you truly think that Terence Crawford's overrated?
I do.
Well, he's never lost, but you think he doesn't have any quality wins?
I don't think he's ever fought a generational talent ever in his life.
Well, and you're that guy. You think you're the first guy to give Terence Crawford his first loss?
Yes.
Terence Crawford didn't raise his voice, didn't show off, didn't do anything flashy. He simply looked at Ryan Garcia's callouts and made it clear they're not even the same conversation.
Look at
And somehow, that quiet response hits harder than any loud promo ever could. Because while Ryan is calling out big names, like he's fast-tracking his way to the top.
Bud is listening. I would love to fight you. I feel like I would literally beat the you're a good fighter, but I don't think you've ever fought somebody with talent and explosiveness and power. In my opinion, I mean, you beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter is a great fighter, but kind of basic. Errol Spence Jr. came off a crash. Don't think he's that good. Have you fought anybody with one-punch knockout power? No. So, I feel like BudCrawford is overrated. I'm a boxer. I don't give a fight him. I'll beat the shit out of him. I feel like in my heart. And that's it. Point blank period. And I would actually fight him. There's a difference. I would actually fight him. Now, if he doesn't want it, that's not my fault. If he doesn't think it's a match, that ain't my fault. He's not a draw. He doesn't bring anything to the table. He's boring as but I would probably give him the biggest payday of his life if he takes stuff out.
Crawford sees it differently. It's like, hold on, you just picked up your first real belt, and now you're aiming straight at the final boss. That's bold, maybe a little too bold.
Terence Crawford being overrated. If you fought him, are you knocking him out, or is that a distance fight?
I think that Terence hasn't fought any young, hungry, talented fighters. And if you look at his resume, he fought Errol Spence. He was already older. He fought Canelo, already old. Name one guy he fought that was a young lion. You can't name him because he hasn't done it. He didn't fight Boots. He didn't fight Virgil Ortiz. He hasn't fought me. Devin. He just doesn't fight anybody that's hungry. The same hunger he got. That's why he's beating.
I don't know, but I don't think he's going to fight again.
No, he probably won't. I mean, he made a bunch of money. I mean, I'm not forcing him to do anything. I'm just calling it how I see it. I don't care if he comes out of retirement or not.
When Ryan throws out the argument that Crawford hasn't faced young, fresh fighters, you understand the angle. But Crawford's resume isn't something you casually question, like it's a debate in the comments section. That's dangerous territory. Still, Ryan knows what he's doing. He's building pressure, building a narrative, trying to force his way into elite conversations.
Terence Crawford will consider fighting Ryan Garcia. However, Ryan must first satisfy the condition that Crawford laid out in order for him to even entertain the thought. Now, Terence Crawford, whose achievements undoubtedly sets him as a future Hall of Famer, said that Ryan Garcia, who's been busy calling him out, must first become undisputed, at least just once in his career. Terence Crawford said that Ryan Garcia has, quote, a lot of catching up to do, suggesting that he and Ryan shouldn't even be spoken on the same breath. But yeah, again, Crawford said that if Ryan can even be a one-time undisputed champion, just once, then they can start talking. However, until then, it's just like what The Rock says. The thing is, honestly, this fight is not gonna happen, and I'm sure you know, and I know, and even Ryan Garcia knows it deep down, but hey, it keeps him relevant, I suppose.
But Crawford isn't engaging at all. He's treating it like background noise, like a notification you swipe away without even opening. And that's the real message. Not anger, not disrespect, just levels. In Crawford's world, you don't talk your way up. You prove it first, and then the conversation changes on its own.
So he wants, if he goes up to 147, he wants me to be on a rehydration clause where I can't go up to 157.
You can't enter the ring that heavy.
Yes.
Got it. Roger that. People say he's pretty slick. How would you go about beating him?
Beating a sixth fighter already, Devin Haney, which is longer, stronger, and faster than Shakur. So Shakur's better defensively, but he's never faced a guy as fast and with timing like myself.
Would you say that's probably the hardest fight for you right now?
No, it wouldn't be a hard fight. It would just be a thinking fight. And the thing is, you could think all you.
And just when we're talking about levels, with Crawford brushing off Ryan like he doesn't even exist, the whole Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation crashes in and shifts everything. Now, it's not about who beats who. It's about what's really going on behind the scenes. Wade Plemons starts breaking it down like a full investigation. And suddenly, this doesn't feel like normal boxing drama anymore. It feels like paperwork turning into a fight of its own.
Because we then get the report, as of yesterday, that Floyd Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse for the upcoming Manny Pacquiao rematch on Netflix, despite it currently being in jeopardy. I don't even know how that's possible. Who gave him a cash advance before they even got to the fight? I understand like paying some up front to secure the fight, but paying everything? Maybe it's not what it is. Maybe the cash advance is like part.
Wade points to a major disconnect. Floyd saying one thing publicly, while allegedly agreeing to something completely different behind closed doors. That tension alone feels bigger than the fight itself. Because when one side is calling a real fight and Floyd keeps repeating exhibition, that's not promotion, that's confusion with real consequences. Then the financial angle comes in, suggesting Floyd might be operating under pressure. And now everything starts connecting in a way that's hard to ignore. Multiple fights, urgency, mixed messaging. It stops looking like strategy and starts looking like necessity.
Blow the whole fight up and never fight, and also have taken a cash advance on the fight he may not ever have. He's broke! I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance. Essentially going, cool, I need that money now. Who cares about the fight? Do we even know, by the way, if him and Mike Tyson is still going on in April? Bank robbery without the fight.
And even if you question the tone, the core issue is serious. Contracts, obligations, expectations. This goes beyond hype. It's about whether everyone is actually on the same page. When a name like Mayweather is involved, the stakes feel even bigger because his brand has always been about control and precision. So if things look messy now, you start wondering, is this calculated or is something slipping? That's what keeps pulling people in. Because in boxing, sometimes the real drama happens long before the first punch is thrown.
He received money for all three agreements when he signed them. Not only that, but he's also taken out an advance on his purse for his fight. Dude, I'm telling you, it's bad. Floyd absolutely needs money, dude. No, it's not about Floyd. I mean, part of it probably is keeping up the lavish lifestyle, because what you guys think of as the lavish lifestyle is like Floyd going and throwing money everywhere. What I'm telling you is Floyd spent a lot of his money on things that aren't either appreciating in value or that he hasn't recouped the amount of money that he spent up front to keep paying for the things, right? Whether it's properties, whether it's businesses, whether it's real estate, those things need continuous payment. They need continuous.
Then just as things start feeling like a courtroom drama, Oscar de la Hoya steps in and changes the energy completely. This isn't calm analysis. This is personal. Oscar questions Floyd's intentions directly, basically saying, if you're going to fight, make it real. And you can feel the history behind it. When he starts talking about his own loss to Manny Pacquiao, the mental toll, the struggle, the rebuild. That's not trash talk. That's someone revisiting a scar and turning it into fuel. Then he flips it back on Floyd like, I faced it. What are you doing?
All the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this. Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your ass retires for 1 year and 1 day.
But here's where it gets interesting. Oscar isn't just calling Floyd out. He's rewriting his own story at the same time. He's saying, I've been broken, I've been down, but now I'm at peace, and that version of me is dangerous. Suddenly, this turns into something bigger. He's throwing out names, even mentioning Jake Paul, and while it sounds chaotic, it's also smart, because now the conversation isn't just about Floyd anymore. It's about fighters proving something to the fans, each other, maybe even to themselves. And at the center of it all, one truth stands out. Floyd protecting that undefeated record has always been part of his identity. And now Oscar is challenging that identity directly. Not with stats, not with records, but with pride. And that's why this hits different. Because now it's not just about contracts or exhibitions. It's about legacy being questioned out loud.